The hammer. A tool that can destroy just as fast as it can build. Many have tried to perfect this blunt object, but all have failed. But is it possible to create a weapon that could destroy the world? Hi, I'm Nathan Dunn, the Destroyer. I do make a lot of nonsense on this channel, but I've been waiting to say this since October. So, today, we are going to be making a giant death. So the first thing we need is to be able to define exactly what a death hammer is. When I googled death hammer, the hammers that came up were in the shape of two middle-aged men. And while their music was good, it wasn't exactly the type of hammer I was going for. So I turned to fiction for inspiration for this hammer. This hammer is good, but I fear that, I don't know, my body might crumble beneath trying to wield it. So we'll just skip that one. This hammer's good, but I can't lift that. It's like a ball of steel. Okay. Alright, with this one we're getting somewhere, but it still doesn't spell destruction like I want. I'm going to create a hammer that is strong enough to destroy anything, and no work of fiction could possibly encapsulate the amount of destructive capability that this hammer will unleash. I'm going to create a hammer that's strong enough to destroy anything. But first, I need to consult somebody because guess what? I have a degree in television, and I don't know how the fuck to design a hammer. But a buddy of mine and friend of the show, Quentin, has a degree in building shit or whatever. I don't know. So we're gonna talk to him and figure out how the hell to build this hammer.
I am Quentin, the illustrious, the best. You know, Nathan wanted my help because I am a certified SolidWorks professional.
Please don't get the certificate. It's so comically large. Quentin and I then spent some time looking around things around our houses, trying to find the right comparison to base the model off of. So we're not gonna go with the vacuum cleaner.
Here to visualize the fucking vacuum cleaner.
What if it's like this? Hold on.
How long is your vacuum cleaner? Look.
We decided to go with his design since it was wood and it looked like it had good enough grip. So the first thing he did was design a smaller hammer based off of a YouTube video he had seen. And then we enhanced the proportions by about 4 times. Can I explain anything that happened during any of this? Honestly, no. Whenever he'd talk about any of this shit, I just sort of would nod and smile with my big dumb monkey brain like a fucking idiot. I will say, this big dumb monkey brain can follow instructions. Kind of. So before we build the hammer, I have a fun fact for you all. Woodworking is very difficult. It's one of the most difficult things I've ever done in my entire life. I'm bleeding, my hands hurt, and I want to cry. When I was planning this video, I thought, oh, how hard could woodworking be? Very hard. Woodworking is very difficult. I'm bleeding. And here's the thing, I couldn't quit because I had already spent $100 on this video, and I was too deep in, so I guess I have to build this hammer. So now, let's build the fucking hammer so I can move on and not have to do any videos that make me want to fucking die and get splinters.
I think it's time to blow this scene. Get everybody in the stuff together. Okay, 3, 2, 1, let's jam.
I made a big hammer.
You did.
Am I facing the frame?
No.
I made a big hammer. Hi. That took about 3 weeks. So now that we have a death hammer, we have to test its destructive capabilities. First, let's divide what can be destroyed into 3 categories. What bends, what breaks, and what dies. We will not be testing the last category. Actually, that's a little too vague. So in order to find a method to test the durability of objects, we must visit a place we have not visited in several months. Hi, welcome to Nathan's Science Void, the void where I do science. Now, I want to make sure that mathematically, this hammer is the strongest hammer to ever be created. So in order to do that, today's topic is physics. Now, I could sit down and fill out some boring formula talking about force, and I don't want to fucking do that, because I don't know how. What am I, some fucking nerd? So instead, I got 15 bricks. And we're going to test how many falling bricks an object can sustain and compare that to the hammer. On average, a clay brick is roughly 2.27 kilograms, or 5 pounds. See, I am approximately 5'9", or 1.79 meters. So if I drop a 2.27 kilogram weight, the acceleration of gravity will be roughly 5.93 meters per second. So everyone knows force is mass times acceleration. Falling is a little bit different because I had to find this formula that I didn't know. So here's that, because I can't recite it. I forget it. So 1 brick is roughly 398.2 newtons, which, for reference, 1 apple is 1 newton. So imagine if I dropped 398 apples on you. If I were to drop all 15 bricks, that would be a whopping 5,973.05 newtons. So, fun facts. The average boxer is able to exert 5,000 newtons with their punch. So imagine if Floyd Mayweather punched you and then dropped about 1,000 Granny Smiths on you. Now this isn't an exact science because, 1, I'm not a scientist. I'm not qualified to teach you any of this. I just found some shit online and some shit I remember from like high school and college that I kind of remember. And also, 2, obviously, all these bricks are not striking the same object at the same height, at even the same location. They're not going to hit the objects at the same spot. So obviously, the number of newtons would not be, the amount of force would not be exerted equally onto an object. So how can I fix this? I'm not. This is the entire list of my results. So the first one, the tiny wood dresser. So at first, I tried dropping it when it was facing vertical. Now that became very hard to destroy because it would only destroy a few legs. So then I decided to put it horizontal on its back. And that's where we got it to this. 4 bricks. Next was a off-brand version of Yahtzee that was called Yacht. Great name. So it took actually a surprising amount of bricks to be able to smash this. The game Yacht took 2 bricks. Next was a block of chalk with like this tiny little like fake gem inside of it. As you can guess it, something that squishy. 1 brick. Next was a off-brand Rubik's Cube that was a assortment of different colored stars. That took 1 brick. Next, we had to do 2 types of sodas. We have a soda can empty and a soda can full. A empty soda can is 1 brick. And a full can of soda takes 3 bricks. This one was the one that about killed me. I tried 1 brick? No. I tried 3 bricks? No. I even tried 5 bricks, and none of them were strong enough to be able to destroy a can of beans. This has become my arch rival, and the can of beans took a whopping 6 bricks. Now we have a cantaloupe, and that took 3 bricks. Now we have a ceramic statue that I thought was metal when I originally got it. So, yeah. So that took 1 brick. Now, Could I have just built a death hammer and smashed a bunch of shit and you guys would have been happy? Yes. But you only get one chance in your life to build a death hammer. So thanks for indulging this nonsense. Now is the moment you have all been waiting for. Let's smash some shit. But first, this hammer needs a fitting name. A name that spells fear. So I let my friend name it because I'm bad at stuff. And the name of this hammer is...
Oh. Oh.
This is the most destructive thing I've ever built.
What are you doing? No, stop.
Who the fuck is like a serious card to their friend? That's creepy, isn't it? Dang. I've destroyed many things with this hammer now. Now it is time to destroy my greatest adversary. Six bricks. Thank you for watching this video. If you would so be inclined, leave a like, subscribe, stay a little while. Check out my previous videos. I do a lot of random stuff. I've never built another death hammer, but I've done other things. So welcome to 2021, and I will see you all later.